that I figured out to make TMR with the bales that you can purchase from the store. I have not done any of the bales that you can make yet, but I am using the Fairsim PF 2.24 plus forage mixer. It holds 24,000 liters. So the mix I came up with, I've actually got two different ones. So the first one, you're gonna take one square hay bale, and when you're mixing this, you can use well, I shouldn't say that because it was like that on 19. I'm sure 22 is probably totally different. I know on 19 you could use, but all the bales were the same. You could use 2 hay, 1 silage, and 1 straw. 2, 1, and 1. It was 50% hay, 25% silage, 25% straw. Another way that you could make it on 19 was 50% silage, 25 hay, and 25 straw. The only reason I use hay more than I use silage is because the process to make silage costs a little bit more and takes a lot longer. I mean, I know when you wrap bales, they automatically turn into silage, but if you're playing seasons, it's a lot more cost effective to use more hay instead of using more straw. So anyhow, back to this. So on FF22, so we're gonna do one hay bale. We're going to do 1 straw bale, and there's no difference like round bale or square bale of hay. There is a difference in the price, but that's because there's a difference in the amount, the liters that it holds, but it's still the same price per liter. So you're not getting a better deal using one or the other. But this is the mix I had to come up with. So once we did 1 square one, we're going to do 1 round one. Let's see, I forgot what I said we were going to do. Oh, and then we're going to use 1 square silage, which is 5,000 liters. So I'm sorry, so the square bale that we used was 8,000 liters of hay. The round bale we used of hay was 4,500. So that's giving us 12,500 liters of hay. This is going to give us 5,000 liters of silage. So now we're up to 12,500. Well, that's wrong. I'm sorry. It's 12,500 of hay. So now we're putting the silage in. So that will make it 17,500. All right. So it took all of it. Now, this is kind of where it gets tricky. I'm going to make the mix where it, so now if we put a square bale in there, that would go past the 25,000 liter mark. But if you don't drop it in there, and you have to do it in this process, you can either do the hay or silage first, it doesn't matter, but you need to do the straw last. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this straw bale hang off the side. Let me get both forks in that. I don't want this thing falling in there, because now if you just dump it in there, that whole thing will be gone, and you've actually wasted, you will end up wasting 5,000 liters of, or 500 liters of straw. Here, let me jump in the tractor real quick and I'll show you what's in this so far. So right now it says we've got 71.4% of hay and 28.8, I think it is, of silage. So now we're just gonna watch what I do here. So take this, don't dump it in there, bring it over, hang it down over the edge, tilt it in really slow until you see it start mixing. See it start mixing? So what it's going to do, it's going to take enough out of that bale to make 24,000. Watch when you'll see it stop. Okay, it stopped. Now then, can you see down there what our amount is on this bale now? It's 2,000. So it went from 9,000, that was a 9,000 liter bale. Now it's only 2,000 because it only used so much out of the bale. We didn't drop the whole thing in there. So I'm gonna put this one over here. I made a mix earlier, so I'm trying to keep these partial bales over here. So now we have got a 24,000 liter mix of TMR. And I'll just right over here real quick. Sometimes those symbols, it's taking a little while for me to get used to the symbols, but so that symbol down there, that is TMR. So what we're doing, we're dumping it off to the right. We're going to do this one off to the left. Go in here to the barn. I've got some meat cows in here. So right there, total mixed ration, and that made the full 24,000 liters. Just make sure you do not dump that straw bale in there, because if you do, then that means you will waste 2,000 liters of straw, because it will, if you dump it, the whole thing in there, it will be gone. So that's one of the ways I found to make TMR. I feel like it's a simple way. I know you're having to use a square bale and a round bale of hay, but I don't know, it just feels like it's pretty easy. Plus you're getting a full mix and you're not wasting anything, and I feel like it's the most cost effective. Now if you're making your own bales, that's another thing I'm gonna have to figure out, because I know the made bales are a lot different inside of the ones you buy from the store. So there's no way it's gonna let me pick that up. Let's see here. No, it says 2A. So anyhow, so there's the way. So just remember, with that mixer, the Fair Skin PF 2.24 Plus holds 24,000. It mixes 24,000 liters. Do one square bale, and these are bales from the store. One square bale, one round bale. Then go to your silage and put in one whole silage square bale, and you can use round or square. It doesn't matter. Just remember, don't drop it in there. Then you take this bale and just one square bale and hold it on the edge just like I showed you, and it'll use what it needs out of it, and you've got a perfect mix. So I will be seeing what we can do with bales that we make. So hope this is helpful to anybody. Stay safe and farm on.